Okay, take out something to take notes on. This will be pretty short notes, so it won't be too bad.
So is this force?
Okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna skip this first one. Equilibrium. What is equilibrium? The new word of the day.
Forces are.
Yes, forces are equal. Let me rephrase that as forces cancel out. Okay. If all the forces cancel out, what is the sum of the forces?
0.
Yes. What do we call the sum of the forces?
The net force.
F net. Yeah, so F net is equal to 0. Okay, now in
Like the E.
yeah.
Like it, that's like yeah.
Oh, this what it's
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was thinking in my head.
I was thinking,
So,
good.
Yeah.
Sum of the forces.
top three. What are your thoughts on Andrew Tate?
What?
What are your thoughts on Andrew Tate?
It's probably one of
Okay, so moving on. What is Newton's second law?
What goes up must come down.
Every action has its equal opposite reaction.
That's the third law.
the second one.
We're force is equal to mass times acceleration.
Yes. I'm gonna write it though as F net equals MA. Now, if the sum of your forces is 0 and F net equals 0, what will the acceleration be?
0.
The
Is that
acceleration.
mass times also?
Sorry?
Is that n times n or
A. Acceleration.
By half.
a? Greatest number.
F net is equal to MA. Okay. Any questions so far? Are we ready for some? Well, before we get to a practice problem, let's talk about our step. What's our first step?
Free body.
Free body.
Free body.
Diagram. Okay, what is step 2? X.
We're really going over all of our physics class, so sorry.
I mean, that's kind of.
Yeah.
I will also say I'm specifically trying to get done early.
Yeah.
Like I want to be done with all of the things that we need to learn.
So it's just AP practice.
Early into next semester.
And that's just AP practice.
And then it's just AP practice.
We still
The
do
good thing about that is if you are unable, like if you really struggle with a unit, you can come back to it. And the second time when you come back to it, it's always easier. Even if it's still tough.
Is this just mechanics or is it?
Just mechanics. Just like that.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So.
This is just mechanics. Okay, step 3 is going to be F net equals MA. Okay, so the third step and final step is going to be F net equals MA. Okay, so we ready to try a practice problem?
Sure.
Okay, so Roberto and Laura are studying across each other at a wide table. Laura, yes.
There, I know, you can bet Johnson.
Okay, Laura slides a 2.2 kg book towards Roberto. If the net external force acting on the book is 2.6 newtons to the right, what is the book's acceleration? So that's step 1. Everybody diagram. So what is one force acting on this book?
2.6.
Which will, okay. So 2.6 newtons. What's another force acting on this book?
Gravity.
There's no friction.
Big gravity.
Gravity, which way does gravity point?
Down.
Down. F, G. Is there another force acting on this book?
Normal force.
Which way is the normal force point?
Gravity.
Up and all.
Does it always point up?
Now it's perpendicular.
It's perpendicular to the surface, so it could point at an angle if the surface was also at an angle. Okay, what's step 2? XY chart. Now, in the Y direction, what will be the total in the Y direction?
0.
Fn and Fg are going to cancel each other out. So in the situation where one side cancels out, I don't need to write it down.
Wait, there. I'm a little confused.
Hmm.
So wait, we're canceling gravity with one force?
Yes. Well, the other way to think about it, is this book moving up or down?
No.
No, so what's the acceleration in the Y direction?
Okay, so that's.
0. Which means the Fnet in the Y direction is 0, which means Fn must equal Fg. Okay, that's a good way to think of it.
Plus the already said that.
Yeah, it does already tell us what Fnet is. Okay, so we can skip our XY chart for this question. I'll say 4B, we're pretty much not going to do an XY chart. But when you come into a question where it is necessary, you're going to have to look. So
Never a bad thing to do.
if you want to do it, we can do it. Actually, it's good practice for the next section. So I got X, I got Y. What's one force in the X direction? 26 Newton. What's one force in the Y direction? Fn. What's the other one? Fg. Which one's positive? Which one's negative? Okay. What is the sum in the Y direction?
0.
Why do I know it's 0?
Because they cancel.
Because there's no acceleration in the Y direction, because it's not moving in the Y direction. Which means that Fnet in the Y direction is 0. Which means the sum of these two things is 0. So I have something like Fn minus Fg equals 0, which means what do I know about these two things?
They're
Equal.
They're equal. So Fn equals Fg. This will become important in the next section. Okay. Yes.
So when you say that that's y equal to freedom,
I'm not sure I would say that, but that is true.
so I can say it.
If you want to, yeah. I might label this Fy and Ff. Okay, in the X direction, or another way to ask this, my Fnet is equal to Ma. What do I have for Fnet?
2.6.
2.6, because other forces cancel out. What's my mass? 3.2, and what's the acceleration? What we're looking for. Mental note, it is actually very important that you write this. You must write this. It's not optional.
Fnet equals ma.
Yes. Okay. So A equals something like 1.19, no, 8. Is that a good final answer?
meters per second
Yeah.
square.
Good. Meters per second square, is that a good final answer? There is something else I could add for this problem.
Sideways direction.
Which direction is it?
East. Right.
So positive.
8, yeah.
Toward
It
Roberta.
says right, I guess you could say toward Roberta, since that is an equally valid direction. Okay, any questions?
So
So,
probably have it over to
let's finish this problem and then we can have jokes.
Roberta.
Okay,
What a great joke.
so, with each one of these, we're doing something. Okay, so with the Y direction, we looked at how both of those must add up to 0. And in the X direction, we're finding an Fn. Okay. So let's move on to the second question.
It's like at the point where it's like you need to go.
So what's our first step?
You may have.
FBB.
FBD, free body diagram. So a bowling ball, 7.5 feet bowling ball that rests is dropped from the top of an 11-meter building. It hits the ground 1.5 seconds later. Find the net external force acting on the falling ball. So what should I do first? Draw a free body diagram. I'm going to make it a square.
So it's a ball.
but it could be a square ball. Okay, what is one force acting on this square ball?
Gravity.
Which way is gravity pointing?
Yeah.
Can gravity point any other direction?
If you make it.
If you're in a black hole, yes.
If you're in space.
Oh, okay.
I guess if you're in space, it could, but, it also depends on how you find out.
What would a gravity of a black hole pull you towards?
The black
hole.
Like what direction is that?
Let's finish.
wherever the black hole is.
Start math.
Okay, so, are there any other forces acting on the square?
Oh, I mean.
No.
Resistance, but-
Air resistance, yes, but it's negligible in this scenario, and we're not worried about it yet, because we don't know how to do it yet. We will learn it though. We will
Was
learn
that
it.
used in you, like, friction test, or is it like a different?
No.
Thing?
I mean, technically, there is a coefficient, but
Yeah.
Are there formulas for different shapes? Like a bowling square, probably.
there is a general
A
formula.
bowling ball.
There's a general formula, and it has to do with the ratio of like surface area to mass, which makes sense. Like, a piece of paper has a high surface area to mass ratio, so the air resistance is very high. Okay, so I got something like this. What's my second step?
That's fine.
Okay, in this example, I only have forces in which direction? The y direction. Which means I really don't need that, because there's only one direction. Okay. So what's my next step? F net equals MA. So, do I know my F net?
Yeah.
And A.
Well, actually, what is my F net?
It's FG.
FG is force of gravity, good. Okay, what is my MA?
7.5.
Times 9.81. Are we doing negative?
No, because negative has to do with what? I know that my answer is in the down direction. So if I wanted to add that negative sign in, I wouldn't put the negative sign in, I would just put the direction at the end. Okay, what is this? 73? 73. Is this a good final answer?
Down.
Nah. Need to- Yeah.
Down, is that a good final answer? Newtons. 73 newtons down.
Yeah.
What is it, 73 point what?
He said it's 575, so it's right well. I thought that was Rocky's answer, that's why I assumed about it.
73.6.
So you got it. Well,
Okay. Okay, any questions? Okay, so 4B should not be too difficult. Okay, any questions you guys want to ask? Let me make sure.
Do you know that a lobster is more aerodynamic than a Jeep Wrangler?
I don't think that's true.
So,
I
It's a Jeep Wrangler is a box.
I have seen the diagram, but I don't believe it.
Okay,
Whatever you want.
Well, a little more.
yeah,
A cow is more